Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla News, episode 290. Porsche CEO Oliver Blume might be stepping down, and Tesla is officially testing full self-driving in the Boring Company's Las Vegas tunnel system. And Tesla has officially launched full self-driving supervised in Australia, and people's minds are blown. And Cern Basher made a great article about the biggest opportunity Tesla will have when we are looking long-term. And Tesla's diner has already become a huge success for Tesla, and we got a cool inside look at the Tesla semi-truck. And yet another legacy automakers are giving up on full self-driving technology as Stellantis is shifting to rely on suppliers for full self-driving tech. All of this and much more in today's episode. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
Porsche CEO Oliver Blume might be stepping down as CEO. This is not official yet, but Alex does have some reliable sources. But as he wrote, I have been calling for this for years, because Blume failed in every aspect, but finally it seems to happen. As reported by several high-ranking insiders from the group and financial circles in the media, the search for a successor is currently underway. To this end, talks are taking place between Blume, Volkswagen Supervisory Board Chairman Hans-Dieter Pötz, representative of the owner families Wolfgang Porsche and Hans-Michael Pötz, as well as the work council representatives. The Porsche and Pötz family, Blume and the Worker Council, partly favor different candidates as successors. This is another reason why the consultations are dragging on. The change is to be announced in the autumn. Blume has done neither Porsche nor Volkswagen Group any good with his dual role and has so far completely failed as the manager who promised the change. Instead of leading the company into transformation, he has managed the status quo and made nice with everyone instead of introducing critical adjustments. The step backwards into ICE technology is a strategic mistake that Porsche will bitterly regret. Yes, Blume has been criticized for its stagnating innovation, evident by the 15% drop for the German automaker's market share in China from 2019 to 2025. Volkswagen has lost over 1 million units in sales over the last 5 years, and Porsche dropped 28% in sales in China in just 2024, and they saw their flagship BEV, the Taycan, drop almost 50%. So there might be some deluded Tesla haters that are saying that Tesla sales are collapsing, but it's actually heading for a new sales record here in Q3, as I talked about in my Overflow News show. But it is actually the legacy automakers that are getting their asses kicked in China, and now Blume is probably getting kicked out. They should probably have kept Herbert Diess, who actually wanted to make big change to the company, but was fired because of it. And now the next in line seems to also get kicked out. Don't think they will solve this decline they are on. They moved too slowly and underestimated both Tesla and the Chinese and how much the brand loyalty there was in the EV space. And here in 2025, as I have shown before, in the first half of 2025, Porsche's profits declined by about 70%. And it's only a few weeks ago that I reported that Blume declared that the company's decade-old business model no longer works. So yes, they are bleeding badly on a global scale, so some extreme measures must be done. And imagine a world where your online activity is as secure as a locked diary. Well, sadly, that is not our reality. Every click risks exposing your data. That's why I trust a VPN to keep my digital life private. A VPN shields my email, banking accounts, and browsers from hackers, letting me work or stream with peace of mind. So I'm thrilled to share my sponsor, Private Internet Access, or PIA, a leading VPN provider. PIA isn't just one of the world's most trusted VPNs, it's also a pioneer in transparency. Their 100% open source software let everyone verify their commitment to privacy, a rare move in the VPN world. world. I use Pia myself, like when I was in China for my nomadic YouTube channel, because in China you don't have access to YouTube. So without a VPN connection to change my IP address, I would not have been able to do any work while traveling in China, or able to stream my Danish TV abroad, not keeping up with my sports. But with Pia, I just changed my IP address and instantly unlock my Danish streaming service. It's also a game changer for accessing region-locked Netflix content, giving you a global library of entertainment. Without Pia, streaming feels like buying a VIP pass, but getting stuck at the gate. But Pia doesn't just hide your IP, it encrypts your entire connection, protect your data across unlimited devices, whether you're on your phone, your laptop or tablet, and Pia works seamlessly with all major streaming platforms. So, ready to take back your online privacy? Well, click my link in the description for an 83% discount on Pia, just $2.03 a month, plus 4 extra months for free. And with a 30-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support, it's a no-brainer. Don't let your data be an open book. Secure it with private internet access today. And a big thanks to Pia for sponsoring this video. Tesla is officially testing full self-driving in the Boring Company's Las Vegas Loop tunnel system. And Tesla has also officially launched full self-driving supervised in Australia, and people's minds are blown. As Steve Hill, CEO of Las Vegas Convention and Visitor Authority, said, "We have started to test full self-driving in the Las Vegas tunnel. No passenger has been in the vehicles during the test. In the future, the Boring Company will remove the safety driver from the front seat during testing," Hill said, and there is no telling when that will take place, as it will depend on when Tesla and the Boring Company can demonstrate to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitor Authorities that it is safe to do so. Hill said that the vehicles are currently being tested in full self-driving mode inside the tunnels, experiencing the environment as they find spots that are difficult for them. The rock walls of the tunnel, Hill said, combined with the bright colorful light in the passenger ways, create some interesting but odd lighting for Tesla's full self-driving system. The tunnel should make for a much easier environment for autonomous vehicles than the open road of Austin, because in the tunnel the Boring Company has complete control over what and who enters, Hill said. Yes, I actually thought that Tesla would be starting with robotaxis in these tunnels, as it seems so much easier to do so. But nice to see they are getting it up and running now. Should not take long to get this running smoothly, as Tesla already has some experience with full self-driving, driving through tunnels, like with the Cybertruck, that are driving in the tunnel from the end of the production line in the Giga Texas factory to the parking lot. And as you can also hear in the video, the passenger in the car actually says that they're staying at the Resort World because of the access to this tunnel. Yes, this is one of the reasons why the Boring Tunnel will get stations at all the hotels, because the hotels not connecting to the underground system will be missing out on some customers, as you don't have easy access to all of Las Vegas. It will become a selling point at some point in the future for the hotels connected to the Boring Tunnel system. And Tesla also officially launched the full self-driving supervised in Australia, as we have been talking about would happen this week. It will be available first on the Model 3 and Model Y with the AI4 chips. For now, it seems like it will only be available to buy for 10,100 Australian dollars. Subscription details not yet available, but should come later. An AI3 rollout should follow, but no timeline yet. A 30-day free trial is coming, which is a great idea to get people hooked on this system, because like I have been saying, when Europe gets full self-driving supervised, people will be shocked, as we will go from autopilot to full self-driving supervised. It will feel like it is coming out of nowhere if you are not following what Tesla is doing in the US and China. But we did have a journalist taking it for a spin, and he did react exactly like I have been saying people would react here in Europe. His mind was completely blown.
Honestly, guys, this was a surreal experience. I mean, to just have this car drive me around Brisbane for an hour. We're talking in the city environment, the motorway, and as many people would know, Brisbane, the city, a lot of a spaghetti bowl of quick on-ramps and quick exits. It handled it so well. It's full self-driving supervised. So I was always supervising what it was doing. I just never put my hands on the wheel once. There's 8 cameras in total that are just constantly processing live information and making decisions on your behalf, all on board that car. It navigated a roundabout. It was able to, merge onto a highway, match the traffic. It was aware of pedestrians, cyclists, making room for other cars. I mean, for me, I just personally thought, wow, how is this going to work? And then when I went through it, honestly, it was mind-blowing.
So is this legal?
Great question. I think, the key point to remember here is this is not a driverless car. This is technically level 2 ADAS, so that's Advanced Driver Assistance System, which means the responsibility constantly is on you to be ready. Your eyes are always watching the road and you're able to take control of the steering wheel at any time. And that does match the road rules. If anything, it fits into it, so no rules have to be created. But I think I was thinking, what if, because people were watching me going, is that guy got his hands on the wheel?
Yeah.
What's a police officer going to say? I mean, how do you explain that one?
Yeah, exactly. So when do you think Aussies could actually get this tech then? When would it be rolled out?
So we know first in line will be the most advanced Teslas, which will be the Model Y and the 3, which have the latest hardware 4, but it will cost $10,000 for that package. So that's a big hit. But I think more than anything for me, this was really about, I can't believe this is in our backyard and that I experience it in roads that I've been on a lot. It was
scary.
It's scary. So many questions. Like, could you be eating a burger while you're doing it? Like, would that be allowed?
No, I don't think you guys would be able to straighten your hair on the way to work
Just
for
checking.
TV-ready looks.
That was directed at me, by the way.
Sorry, thank you.
And Ryan also got his full self-driving supervised with an over-the-air update to his brand new Tesla Model Y. And even though Ryan follows this and knows what it can do, just listen to Ryan and how his mind is also blown. There is nothing quite like the first time you experience full self-driving supervised.
It's just reversing out of my driveway. This is wild. It is so confident. It's going at the right speed. It's not too slow. Oh my God. Okay, so this is... There's no line markings on any of these roads. It is so assertive and confident. Like it's done it a million times before. How this happened via a software update is beyond what my brain can comprehend. Are you serious? I mean, look at these conditions. It's possibly some of the thickest fog we've had on this road. Okay, so I didn't have the aircon on, but it's automatically defogging the cabin for visibility. That is very cool. So this corner would normally be autopilot doing curvature assist. Okay, that handled it so much smoother than the standard autopilot, which we had yesterday. So you can adjust the max speed. It's just much smaller at the top. I don't know that you can have a preference on the follow distance. Doesn't look like that's coming up for me. In the past, when I've tried to engage autopilot in foggy, rainy conditions, sometimes it would just come up and say it's not available. So the fact that it's had no drama doing this drive so far just goes to show how much more advanced the system is. So far, it is driving perfectly. So smooth. I have no idea what it's going to do when we get to our destination. So the arrows on the blue line indicate acceleration or deceleration. It's like trying to work out where to park, maybe? People would be shocked to know if they were driving past this car that it's driving mostly it is driving by itself. I'm just here to supervise. It's just thinking. It's got a mind of its own. There is no other car in Australia that can do this.
People will soon start to get it. And like Ryan is saying, there is no other car in Australia that can do this. When people realize this car is not really much more expensive than any other electric SUV, but it can drive you around, you just have to supervise. I think demand for Tesla's cars in Australia is going to skyrocket. Now we're just waiting for the EU regulators to get their finger out of their butt and approve this life-saving technology in Europe as well. Cern Basher made a great article about the biggest opportunity Tesla will have when we are looking very long term. And it is, of course, about Tesla's Optimus robot's potential to revolutionize the global economy. Cerns argue that Tesla's Optimus robot could capitalize human labor. So what does that even mean? Well, Cern uses a nice illustration with the limousine stand, as he wrote. Imagine you have a popular limousine stand that earns you $50 every week. Uncapitalized, right now, it is just an activity that makes you cash. There is no formal value on a piece of paper. You can't sell 10% of your stand to a friend easily. Capitalized, you decide to turn it into Tasty Lemonade Incorporated. You project it will earn $2,000 a year. A local investor analyzes your stand, recipe, and location and agrees your business is worth $10,000. They offer you $1,000 for 10% of the company by buying shares. In that moment, the stand's future earning potential has been capitalized. It has been formally valued and converted into a tradable financial asset, company stocks. But as Cern says, the single largest economy engine on the planet, however, remains almost entirely uncapitalized, the productivity output of human labor, which is valued at $60 trillion annually. So by capitalizing labor, Tesla is unlocking a completely new economic category. As per Cern's calculation, if Tesla sells a robot for $50,000 but earns something like $20,000 on that revenue, and let's say Tesla gets a PE ratio of 40, every human job a robot replaces has the potential to add $1 million in stock market value to Tesla. So the numbers very quickly becomes very insane, as Cern shows that for every 1 million Optimus robot deployed, that's $1 trillion in additional stock market value. And with just 100 million Optimus robot, you are at a $100 trillion in stock market value. Tesla does not need to capture the entire human robot market in order to become a $100+ trillion company. In essence, the astronomical value of Tesla is not rooted in the product it sells, but in the economic category it is unlocking. And don't forget that Elon is thinking of hundreds of millions of humanoid robots produced by Tesla alone every year in the future, and thinks that the entire humanoid robot market could be like 1 billion robots every year. So there is room for a lot of players to come in and be part of it. I know these numbers can sound completely insane, but all Cern's research is not insane. He is really just trying to guess where this opportunity of humanoid robot capitalizing human labor will go with the numbers and the knowledge we have available today. So let's say it will only be 1/10 of what Cern is predicting and calculating. Well, then Tesla will only have a market value of $10 trillion just on the humanoid robot. So no matter how we look at it, if humanoid robots will disrupt labor, as I think it will create a huge value for Tesla. This is, of course, long term and not within the next 12 to 18 months. So this is nothing Wall Street will talk about. And that is why we need analysts like Cern to do this kind of forecast, because Wall Street wouldn't dare. And since Tesla is making all of this from scratch and is the only humanoid robot company that is making basically everything in-house, from the actuators to the robot body to the design of the chip for the brain, making its own AI, making its own batteries, be the one that actually producing the robot itself at scale, I don't think anyone else will be able to match, as there is not many companies that have as Tesla's experience in manufacturing and securing complex supply chains. So I don't really care if it's $10 trillion or $100 trillion, and I don't care if it's 2030 or 2040, because I'm not clever enough to ever going to figure that out. I will just be right here holding my Tesla stock like I have been doing since Tesla's valuation was less than $50 billion 7 years ago. And Tesla's diner seems to have become a huge success already for Tesla. As the diner was serving over 2,000 customers a day when it first opened, that is an average of one customer every 43 seconds. Tesla Diner Chief Greenspan said, "I never experienced anything remotely close to this madness. I was working 20 hours a day for the first 2 weeks." Eric says things have since stabilized at the diner. It's still extremely busy on weekends, but the hype has died down a bit, and Greenspan estimates that guest counts are down 15 to 20% from the peak. Greenspan has improved ticket time by honing in on the most popular dishes, cutting items that were slowing down the kitchen and not serving its breakfast menu all day. But the Tesla diner is not stopping here, as Greenspan also said. But Tesla is a brand about sustainable abundance, and we definitely have a mandate in many ways to have a plant-based option. So something I have seen many wishing for, so that is nice to see, and we have seen that Tesla has implemented these on the menu already. Vegetarian country pie, portobello mushroom sandwich, and market salad. And Greenspan is also rolling out an extensive shake program next week. As he said, "We believe we serve the greatest milkshake in America." And just look at this one, that Tesla is calling the ludicrous milkshake. Yes, please. I'll take one of those. But if you want to learn more, check out the whole article. There is a lot of cool information about the diner. I will leave a link down below. And squeeze in the last short news topics into this news show. Yes, it's time for the Tesla Shorts. Tesleon shared this video of them getting a ride in the Tesla semi-truck. Just an amazing product that will disrupt the whole trucking industry.
Is that correct? Is it kind of like autopilot?
They don't have it in this because the DOT won't allow it anyway. So
Okay.
I don't know. We haven't been messing with the FSD in this, but it is all equipped. And then there's the seat there, or the hold the bars, because
Yep.
you gotta show you what it can do, right?
Yes. This is gonna be good.
So cool.
Look at the turning radius. Look at the tire. How
That's
it just,
unbelievable.
This reminds me of like back in like
Unbelievable.
2012, 13 when they were doing this kind of for the Model S.
Yeah.
At the
And
Tesla.
then look what happened after that. Now, is this just front wheel turning, or is it
Front
back?
wheel.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah. No, it's pretty crazy. So. Everybody holding on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow, that's a truck.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Wow.
It's like you can get up really quick. It's kind of scary how fast it's. You know, you go down the road and it's like, do I really want all this power with all of my family right next to them?
Oh, right. Yeah. Now that acceleration, that's the same loaded or unloaded?
Yeah, pretty much. A little, you know, with a fully load.
Sure.
I'll see us now.
Wow. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Wow, how fast?
Oh, like 0 to 50.
Yeah, and it stops. You guys holding on?
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
good.
good. Wow.
I mean, isn't that crazy?
For a truck to move like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I just love this turning radius. After you,
You can
drive
do a
these-
3-point kind of.
a 2-point. You don't even need to do a 3-point.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
Wow.
So see, you got the camera, so you can see exactly where you're at on the curb. Yeah, there's no 3 points with Tesla.
So your Peterbilt, how many times would that take?
Oh, I don't think you could do it. But you know, with all the cameras, but see, 2 points. Yeah, the Peterbilt would be a waste of time.
Is that automatic or is that a manual?
No, it's 18 speed.
18? Okay.
Whoa.
It's kind of exciting.
It's like a Disney ride.
I
Oh,
know.
isn't it crazy? And with the low center of gravity, I mean, it's like, yeah, you couldn't take this in one of those trucks.
I can't believe it moves like this when we're in the
Yeah, it's like there's no. You're gonna hear him shifting either the automatic or the manual. You know, mom, this one's just. Oh, what's he gonna do? Turn around right in front of us.
I guess so.
杀掉了。
And Nick shared, Xpeng just released a video of their P7 sedan navigating autonomously to their outbound lot, similar to Tesla, but much shorter it seems. Xpeng uses its camera vision AI system with 40 cameras, no LiDAR. Yes, the Chinese are copying Tesla all they can, while the legacy automakers are busy telling everyone that Tesla's approach is the wrong one. Guess who will survive? The one copying the leader, or the one denying that the leader is the leader? And Robinson reported that SpaceX via Starlink Service LLC is intended to acquire airwaves owned by EchoStar Corporation, the parent company of Dish Network, according to a Semaphore report. If this is true, SpaceX may be aiming to disrupt the US telecom market that is dominated by AT&T, Verizon and T-Mobile. SpaceX might be building its own cellular network. AT&T recently purchased most of EchoStar's spectrum licensing for $23 billion, but EchoStar still holds Value Airwaves, valued at approximately $30 billion. T-Mobile is also in talks to acquire the remaining spectrum not purchased by AT&T. FCC Chief Brand Carr is pursuing EchoStar to sell the unused spectrum. But not only that, X also wrote it is proud to partner with AU as an essential app for users in Japan. Starting today, AU Starlink Direct customers can stay connected to X in mobile dead zones. This data service is powered by Starlink Direct to call satellites. Very cool. And Starlink also shared that Starlink is connecting more than 7 million people with reliable high-speed internet access across 150 countries, territories and many other markets. Thank you to all our customers around the world. And Stellantis is shifting to rely on suppliers for full self-driving technology in the immediate future, as it aims to cut costs amid falling sales. The company has put its AutoDrive self-driving software on hold over concerns there is no demand for it. No demand for full self-driving technology. Oh my God, that will go down in history as a very stupid excuse. And Rick from 2-Bit Da Vinci made a post on X about this article about how France just approved a floating solar farm that can survive 99 miles per hour hurricane winds. Here's why this changed everything. This isn't your typical solar installation. The project uses revolutionary anchoring system and flexible panels designed to bend with extreme weather instead of breaking. While traditional solar farms get destroyed by storms, these panels literally laugh at hurricanes. The engineering breakthrough solved a massive problem: how to deploy clean energy in storm-prone regions. This floating design also frees up valuable land for architecture while generating clean electricity on water surfaces. The approval has sparked fierce debate about France's energy future. This hurricane-proof solar technology could unlock massive clean energy potential in coastal regions worldwide. Very cool. I will leave a link to the whole article down below if you want to learn more. And Gwen Shotwell shared this post as she wrote, "From learning how to land a rocket to fly the same booster 30 times. Congratulations to SpaceX team for continuing to make the impossible possible." Yes, what an amazing journey SpaceX has been on so far, and we are only getting started. And Tesla Chan shared that Tesla China will deliver the Model Y L to customers starting next week. So that's nice. So a whole month to deliver this new version of the world's best-selling car. Well, that is probably going to be very good for Tesla's Q3 sales. And NLR shared this video and wrote, "This Tesla dealership in Orlando, Florida treated us all with quite the show while taking delivery of the Cybertruck. Man, I truly love this company and everything it represents. Nice, what a cool way to get your new car delivered." And Alexandra wrote on X, "This is the next 3-point seat belt, sharing Tesla's autopilot feature." And Tesla also wrote, "Autopilot tech is already 10 times safer than the average human driver in the US. Yes, exactly like I have said many times before. Right now, we have to supervise the full self-driving system, but soon we will be supervised by full self-driving, making our roads much safer. And before we end up with a bit of fun, I just want to make a quick shout out to my new supporters of this channel. My new YouTube members, Slower Cooper, Bantu Tesla 2, and Mikkel Trane. And my new Patreon producer, Marty Addison. Thank you so much for all your support. I am doing this all by myself, but you guys are all the producers of this show. Thank you. And let's end off with a bit of fun. When two robots are equally smart or maybe equally dumb, you be the judge. That is all we have time for in this new show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help this video out a lot so others can find it on YouTube. And if you did like it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. And if you're already a subscriber to the channel, thank you so much for the support. But if you want to support the channel even more, remember you can, for as little as $1, become a patron of this channel or become a member of the YouTube channel to get a shout out as some extra perks like early access, ad-free versions of my videos, exclusive videos. So hit the members button or check out Patreon to find out more. And don't forget to follow me on X. I post pretty much all the news as it comes out and a lot more. And check out the merch store to get some merchandise and support the show. It is also possible to support the show without becoming a member or a patron. There is a donation option down below or on my website bestintesla.com. You can also become an executive producer and get news articles, exclusive videos, behind the scenes, and access to all my research charts and spreadsheets also on bestintesla.com, or as simple as hitting the super like button. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.